Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. I'm AC Gamer. Tonight I'm joined by a very good friend. We got Shix with us.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to be playing for just a little bit today as far as these alts go. Then we have a raid later tonight for Sky, which will take a break in between. So, if you guys are able to catch us, just know that we're only going to be playing for about an hour. And we're going to have two Necromancers killing deep water crocodiles, which I think will work out really well. You think about how you normally pull these guys, we'll be able to save a little bit of mana, spreading out the dots between each others, and having one person snare while the other person fears, and not having to really take any hits whatsoever, even if something does break. So we'll see if it works that way in practice, but I think it should be good.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
And where are you right now?
I am in North Row, almost to zone line.
Okay, I am just slightly off to the side of Pillar 1. I'm just chilling. I got Clarity on. There was a really nice enchanter who's kind enough to buff me up over here, and so I moved off to the side so I wouldn't be taking his mobs when we finally do start pooling. But yeah, some of these deep water crocodiles are even to me, which should be interesting when we start pulling those. The resist on them could be somewhat
as long as we
horrible.
get a snare and a fear. Pets will do most of the work, right?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. How often does your pet actually hit?
I don't know. I haven't played this tune in quite a while, so I guess we'll find out. I was reading on this wiki for the Plane of Growth, the named mobs. It doesn't say if they are on the same spawn time as Tunar, or if they're just 8 hours, we should go in and try to kill some of those. Take maybe 2 or 3 groups in.
Yeah, I don't know how that works with those guys. Again, that's one of those zones you don't get to go into often. Oh, crap. Alright, somebody got hit by a sand giant that literally spawned right on top of them. It's a maze, so she's going to be running it here in a second. I am feigning this if I can.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it killed her pet, but it took a minute. I don't know if she's going to make it. I don't know if she's running fast enough for it.
There's a druid running after her. Look.
But it is going to hit every single person on the way there. Is that you? That's your pet, right?
Oh, apparently I told my pet to attack, yeah.
Alright, let me go ahead and... You gonna do engulfing, or you want me to?
I'll do the engulfing if you want to do the fear.
Okay, I just did engulfing on that guy just to get it done.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's yellow to me.
Fear incoming. He's dark blue to me. What level are you?
17.
Oh, okay, nice. Go ahead and throw a heart flutter on him. Now, there is a lot of variance on playing from P99 to going to Mangler and some of the other servers out there, because apparently Necromancers did change over the course of time when it comes to their spells, right? Like, if the creature is standing still, it does the full max amount of dots. Is that correct? Or is it not here on P99?
It's the same as Mangler with that. Like, so if the mob is moving,
It's reduced.
it's less, except for when it is feared, or when it's fleeing at the end of a fight. That's my phone, I'll be right back.
And you would think I already know all this, but very little of the Necromancer class has taken with me. I like it, just there's a lot to remember. And it looks like Fear has broken. Let's get him out of the water so he does not go back in there. Guy would be green, so we're gonna leave him alone. Why do I hear a giant? There it is. Crypt Mummy's actually dark blue to me, and he has a weapon, so I figured we'd go ahead and try killing him. Looks like we're fighting 3 different mobs here. And my pet's taking some hits. Alright, so that deep water canyon is completely dotted up. Got heat blood. Oh, crap, that's not what I want. We'll definitely have to met up after that last one. That was not very efficient. There we go. This is going to be a good one. Even. Oh my god, yeah. 2 Necromancers. We're going to take on an even Crocodile. I don't know if Shix is going to be able to land anything on this guy, but should be good. I mean, his pet had a nice stun right there and landed at just the right time so that my fear had a chance to go off before I got hit. Oh, yeah, that fear does not last long. There's a weapon in the game. I believe it's the one from K-Sora that drops down there that has the chance to give you a clickable effect of some sort to do fear, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look at the item to make sure, but there's definitely a clicky fear in the game somewhere. Let's see, how much experience are we actually getting here? Let's see, we're about 1 little bar into the last bubble. And getting about 1%, it looks like, per kill, which is actually really good for 2 people.
I'm better than that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of these are like even to me, so I'm guessing some of them are red to you.
I've gotten like 9% already.
Oh my god, that's really good experience considering where we're at. No dungeon bonus or anything like that. I don't think Oasis has any modifier whatsoever, right?
No, I don't think so.
Are you going through your mana pretty good, or? Like
Yeah,
it's just
I'm back up to 30%. I was out of mana for a second.
Are you dark packing or whatever you're?
Right now I have breeze.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I have. So what are you casting, just so that we don't override each other? Because I was pulling with Engulfing Darkness and then hitting them with Fear, and then occasionally throwing on like a Heart Flutter or a Leech or something.
Okay, well I will do Poison Bolt. No, actually I'll do Heat Blood.
All right.
And then something else.
All right, I'll just stick with Heart Flutter.
Or I can do the Heart Flutter and you can do the Fear and the Snare.
That works, whichever one. I mean, I know some of those dots are a little bit more mana consuming than the Engulfing Darkness and Fear, so if it's eating through your mana too much, let me know. I'm at like 80% constantly with this Clarity. I don't know if mine's a little higher than yours or just got lucky with it or what.
Yeah, I just have breeze. But I'm up to 43%, so we're good for whatever.
Let's see if I can snag this guy when he comes out of the water. Nope.
He's going your way.
Oh wait, you said you were doing Heart Flutter, right?
Yeah, I'll do Heart Flutter and Heat Blood, or... Yeah.
Now, one thing that it looks like, yeah, and Leech just went off. So if I'm a wizard and I'm trying to cast onto a mob that's in the water, it's not going to work. I actually have to physically be in the water for that to take effect. As the Necromancer, that does not look like it's the case. I'm able to hit these guys just fine on land while they're deep underground, yeah.
I just went in the water assuming that I had to.
Right, and that's what I would normally assume as well, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And when I cast that Engulfing Darkness to pull him, he was around the other side of the mountain, so I didn't even have like line of sight on him.
I wonder if it's because of that last patch.
What'd they do on the last patch?
I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe that had something to do with it.
Has it been that way in the past, where you had to be able to see him to cast the spell? I mean, my guy's only 20, so I haven't really played him that much.
Detrimental spell, I thought I'd have line of sight.
That's what I would assume, but you know how different classes play differently depending on what's going on. Low-level crocodiles over here.
Yeah, we might have to clear some of those.
I was kind of leaving them for the other guys that were down there, but they may not be there anymore, so yeah, if we have to.
There's one guy at P1. Here's a deep water cave. Bring him in.
What are you pulling it with? Snare?
Yeah, Engulfing Darkness.
he's moving pretty fast.
There's another big bar. This one's red to me.
Let me get him. Is that Druid over there okay? You guys see he has a LFG tag on. He's getting beat by a crit mummy.
Yeah, he's red. He should be able to take care of it.
Oh yeah, he's blasting. Okay. Maybe he just had to switch spells.
Probably wanting to join us.
He's red to me.
Hmm.
What level is he? He is a 38
30.
Druid. Oh man, that's way outside of our range right now. Sure. I don't mind. Okay. Yeah, that works.
Oh, yeah. I say if it's something crazy like, you know, a million plat, that's fishy. But spells, yeah.
I mean, do you get dinged for that if somebody's transferring like a million plaque?
I think I think.
I'd be like, I wasn't, like, I didn't have any control. I was just doing some guy a favor. Like, a million plat sounds like a lot to me, but what is it for a no mask?
Yeah,
it's like
but
5 million or something?
But you would get somebody you know to do that, or somebody in your guild, or something, for sure.
I hear all sorts of crazy people transferring, like, funky tunics, and...
I've had people, like, randomly walk up and say, hey, can you give this funky to my, my monk who's in the zone, he's level 30 or whatever.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that on live, but I would do that here, because people here are a little bit more... not after money. I was going to say trustworthy, but they're just not as greedy.
There's no money to be made here.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Why a million plat would make my eyes kind of raise up a little bit, I don't know if it would have the same effect for everybody. Yeah, I think we're going to kill some of these low levels, see if we can get some higher level ones to spawn. There was a lot of deep rotted crocs when I first got here, and they're just kind of dwindling down now.
Are they experience green for you, or are they...
What's the experience green?
It's not certain, though, or something?
No, well, it says you probably win this fight, but it's not certain, though. Yeah, so I still get experience. I just like to leave
probably not very good.
the easy ones for, you know, like the lower level guys that are actually killing crocs for a group. But they're not there right now, so...
Just watching this video you posted in the Discord.
Oh, with the table?
Yeah.
The guy gave me 10 plat. Didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't like what the guy did with the legs, where it's like a giant commercial in the center. You can skip like 15 minutes in the middle. I guess he got the middle. Oh. You're attacking something out there, huh? Or no, that's my pet.
Where is my pet?
Pet's right next to you.
Yeah.
Mine's about to die.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, but I mean, he gets like this aluminum cast off shavings or something from some factory, and they also make frying pans, so he does like this whole 10 or 15 minute thing on the frying pans. But then when he actually gets back to the table with the resin and the wood and the LED lights in there, it looks beautiful. And I thought, you know, that would be pretty cool to make as like a tabletop gaming thing. Have the monitor in there, cover that over a little bit with the resin so it kind of all blends together. And
yeah, you gotta have some. I mean, he really thought this out. I don't think I have the skills for that kind of thing.
It didn't look that difficult. I don't think mine's gonna come out as beautiful as his, that's for sure. You know, first time you do something like that, you're gonna make mistakes.
I think, you know, this stuff is like, doesn't look bad until you actually get into it and you're like, oh shit. But yeah, it doesn't look like that difficult.
Yeah, so they're killing some crocs over here.
I wonder what the orcs are like. Are there higher level orcs?
I know you can kill them to level 20. You want to go check them out real quick? The other downside to a table like that is I don't know if you've ever gotten any of those LED strips to put in your house, like underneath your cabinets or something, as a nice little soft nightlight or something. Or along the stairs. I know a lot of people have like 2 stories. They put the LED lights on the stairways so that when they wake up, you know, it's just kind of there. They can actually see what they're doing.
Right. No, I've never done that.
Downside to the strips that I've gotten is they don't really seem like they last very long. LEDs are known for longevity, but the strips themselves are pretty cheap, I guess. What's up, Bushido? How you doing, man? Oh yeah, that orc is blue to me. We'll just have to be careful with the fear. Getting too many. You got Feign Death though, right?
Yeah, I do.
Let's see if the experience is as good on these guys. Selling the great Owampa. We got a Sky Raid tonight. That's where we're going to be in a little bit. We thought we'd jump on for about an hour and do some killing with these guys until the raid starts. Hey, if you get into Bloodguard, man, let us know. We'd love to get you in and do some of those raids with you. I haven't been able to play the last couple of weeks, really, but now that I'm getting back into it, I want to get up into playing a Mischief with my monk and get one of those blam sticks.
Yeah, I got my monk up there. I just haven't been able, you know, haven't taken the time to actually get one of those sticks.
Yeah, I was hoping to do it today, but we just don't really have the time. I didn't see the experience bar move on that one, but they're probably still good experience, right?
I don't know. I mean, since we've been here, I've gotten 16% since we've been in the zone.
That's funny. I just watched a video of you killing the Crocs and Oasis. This guy hasn't progressed very much. Is that my clarity? Oh no, my clarity's gone.
I really like the tabletop itself. That's kind of cool.
What's that?
That tabletop.
Oh yeah. It's amazing what some of those people could do with that resin. The resin's not like insanely cheap, but I've seen them where they mix the colors together. And you can actually create like a wave look to it, and kind of like the colors blend a little bit here and there. And it's definitely a skill. It's an art form.
I'm getting like over 1% per kill.
Okay. Just at this level 20 though, orcs really kind of peak out.
Yeah.
There's a lot more orcs than there are crocs though. Though I would say if you were fighting solo and you wanted to get the most bang for your buck, and you had to wait for your mana to go back up anyways, Crocs. This is gonna give you more.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah, come on, back off, my precious. See, I couldn't decide. I have so many friggin' alts. 43 Enchanter, 26 Druid, 20 Shaman, 21 Mage. Ah, he's blue?
Yeah, if you can find a partner for between now and the next 20 minutes or so when I have to take off.
No, I think I'll take a little break before the raid starts, since that's going to be Sky, and the last time we went to Sky, it was
3
like,
hours or more.
wow, I mean, we were there till 2 in the morning or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they were farming things, weren't they?
I think they were. We got to the very last island, and we were trying to kill something of another, and it wasn't working out very well, and then we killed it, and they were like, well, there's still other stuff that we can get, and...
Yeah, usually we get up to 7, kill the sisters, and then kill the eye, and then we leave.
I mean, at that point, my brain was kind of fried, and I wasn't really paying attention anymore.
I also usually bail early. Because I'm on the East Coast, so we don't start till 8:30. I think it's 8:30. So by the time we get to the top island, we kill the sisters, or get ready to kill the sisters, and I don't have time to sit around and wait for ports back down. Sometimes I just bail early. Just bring a coffin with me.
I'm always in the last group to get ported down, it seems like. Whether it's on my cleric or my monk or anybody, he's just always the last one. So what level are you now, Bushido? What'd you get up to? And we're in Discord if you want to join us for a little bit. Like I said, we're not going to be out too long until the raid starts, but...
I'm officially out of beta.
I don't see your life going down. Are you using the Dark Pact, or?
No, I just lost breeze. But I'm probably still alive. Probably still won't go down.
Let's see, roger that. I sold my Goblin Gazai ring on my enchanter because I just can't stare at the screen that much. Gotta AFK all the time. And charm break. It's a little rough as an enchanter, that's for sure. If you're not there, if you're not like on the ball 24/7, it seems like that just spells doom.
Yeah, there's not a lot of AFK play for an enchanter.
Because like you can have your pet, he doesn't break for an hour, but the moment you take your eyes off those screens for any reason, whether it's just to scratch your foot or whatever, that seems like the moment that it breaks. That's life for you right there. Oh, there you are, Michelle. Let me turn you up. You're a little low. Say something again?
How's that?
There we go. That's much better. How you been, man?
I didn't actually gain any experience, and I lost experience in lower gut.
Oh, no. Like, you're soloing down there by yourself and you lost experience?
I attempted to solo down there. I tried to do the Necro version of an enter on the undead. Yeah, let's say fail all the way. I would charm it, and like a split second later, charm would break. Every time. And I said, well, screw that. I'll go to my pet. So I was in that little side chamber there, right next to Assassin Supplier. And all of a sudden, after I summoned my regular pet, a minute or two later, I could... like, uh-oh. I looked around and no pet.
Oh, did he fall through somewhere in like one of the walls?
Yeah, I'm guessing so, and I didn't notice it at first. And like 40 mobs come around the corner. The one guy sent to tell to him, he said, holy crap, you pulled the whole place. I said, no wonder I didn't stand it.
Yeah, I have heard that some of the pets are buggy in certain zones. I was not aware that Lower Guck was one of them, but it's nice to know if I ever take my Necro down there.
Yeah, at least it was in that one location. Either he fell off that ledge and that little thing to go down to level, or he just fell through the solid parts of the gun. Oh, what's that?
Hey, Burrito, what's up, man? We're just killing some time today while we are leveling up our little level Necromancers here. We're waiting for the plane of Sky Raid to start with Bloodguard, which should be here maybe another, what, like 2 hours, right?
4 times I died.
You just died right now?
No, what was either Saturday, Sunday, whatever day that was. Yeah, let's just say I didn't quite rage quit, but I came off the close. But I did quit out of frustration.
Yeah, that whole thing with the Necromancers being able to charm undead, why it seems kind of fun to be able to use every once in a while, and I'm sure there's places where it's just outstanding and you're just going to get a lot more, you know, bang for your buck if you do that. Having the ability of not having your pet break on you and not having that random factor playing in on like a big fight just seems too hard to pass up. Like, I don't really see myself ever getting rid of my pet if I can avoid it. Especially if I get like the really nice one, the Spectre pet at level 60, I think is when you get it, or 59.
I think it's 49 or...
No, I think it's a lot higher up there. I think it's like one of the last pets you get.
So what's going on with Mangler these days?
Like I said, I haven't been able to play the last like 2 weeks or so, and then I had that Easter break. I got myself a Miss Pac-Man, so I wasn't on here. I had to go pick that up.
Arcade or just cartridge?
Oh no, it's the arcade machine. Yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
I have the old school
It is
Pac-Man game, and
Better of Pac-Man.
he's just been kind of alone all these years. It was one that my dad had when he owned an arcade, and he used to put the arcades inside the theaters and things of that sort. And he eventually sold all of them, but one that he kept was Pac-Man, and it's just kind of been passed down over the years, and still has like the original tags on there when they were like certified in like '79 or whatever, and kind of always wanted to get it to Miss Pac-Man so they can be together, right? You know, Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, they're not lonely anymore.
Did you ever notice both Pac that the joystick always seemed to have like a hesitation? It seemed like the little critter in there just didn't respond as fast as
They shouldn't have had any hesitation if there's nothing wrong with the joystick. Or, I mean, people used to spill drinks on it all the time, and they get real sticky, but you took care of it as much as you possibly could, considering, you know, you don't have any control over what people were doing to it.
Yeah, well, they usually jerk it left, right, and up and down pretty hard.
Yeah.
But if you watch them, it's like,
You're not going to be watching it 24/7. You put it in an arcade, that's just going to be natural
Yeah.
wear and tear on it. Let's see, I love Charming and Tower of Frozen Shadows and Howling Stones on my Necro. See, Tower of Frozen Shadows I really want to do. Nonos talked about it when he went through that zone at level 40. The fourth floor was like the place that he wanted to be, but also one of the hardest places to break into because it was just random. You could zone in and immediately have 4 mobs on you, or you could zone in and have nothing there. So, like, you had to be ready for anything in that situation. It sounds fun. It also sounds like a nightmare if you die. But you are a Necromancer, and you can summon your body. So, as long as I keep some of those coffins in the bag, I should be technically fine.
oh, back 6F.
Being a necro and have to feed death though.
If you can
This
get it
guy-
off in time. I mean, if you zone in up there with 4 mobs on you, something tells me you're probably going to die before your feint goes off. I could be wrong, though. I mean, Necromancers might be a little bit more beefy than I'm giving them credit for.
I guess if you go for a deep build, you probably should.
I mean, HP is their mana, in essence, right?
Right. Yeah, so if you go for raw hit points, probably do it. Probably take some hits.
I mean, unless you're a lizard. I think somebody told me that if you're a lizard, your natural regen is good enough to keep up with your Lynch or whatever it's called at later levels, the Dark Pack.
Lich.
And if that's the case, then you don't really need a lot of hit points because you know, oh man.
Oh,
got
right. I got a rare item upgraded one.
3.
Get the bone base.
I will
Yeah.
snare.
I'm starting to fear some of these. Alright, that one's feared. Probably have to kill that priest before we kill anything else, but he's going to be feared here in a second. Feared. I'm going to dot the priest up fully.
Jeez.
Rather with the earring.
Oh man, I need that weapon from Kesora.
Oh, with the fear clip.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can put that to 40 something.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It probably does have a level limit on it. That Orc Warrior is booking it. See if he gets back in range.
Five.
Other one's almost dead.
Got him out there in the water. Yeah, a little bit of experience. Drained me down to about 50.
Yeah.
See, honestly, charming as a Necromancer isn't bad at all. You get life taps and feign death. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, if it breaks and it seems like it's just eating your face, go ahead and feign it off and reset. I just know as my enchanter goes, like, you seem to get like a few seconds and then you're dead. And sometimes not even that.
Yeah, like when I tried to charm that one ghoul wizard over on that ledge, they all came at me, and no matter what, every time I feint, dispels me. And if I waited for him to cast, they still get me. I Somebody over in High Monk kept training the noble down in the lower floors. Never did get a good look and see who it was.
Doing it on purpose or just by accident?
It seemed like it. You know, if it happened one time, that you can say, well, that was one off, and they probably didn't know we were there. But when it happens 4 times in like 2 hours, that's a pretty good guess somebody's training on purpose.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they would do it. I mean, they've already lowered the amount of experience you get off of those ears down there, so it's not like they're trying to take the camp for that purpose.
Oh no, those I was doing guards. I haven't gotten up high enough to do the noble. So I was just running around and training or killing whatever guard happened available. But it was mostly on just at the top of the steps, first floor, and then down. Mainly I was there just to get my monk's money, so I could get earn some of that. What's that black panther skin stuff from a monk?
Oh yeah, Black Panther skin.
Try to reduce the weight of it. But I was looking at it. Not very many stuff is that heavy. I think the heaviest thing is like 4 stone, whatever.
No, I don't think any of the Black Panther skin is even more than a pound or a stone.
Well, yeah, I would be reducing my weight, but what I've got now, unless I, start gathering up to double, that's when I run into trouble.
Yeah, the monk is one of those finicky things where you just cannot play him the same way you play anybody else. You really need a tink bag, and they're super expensive, so most people can't afford it, and I was in that same boat for a very long time. And why it's a nice luxury on most of the other tunes out there. And I kept saying over the years, with my cleric and all my other guys, is like, oh, I really need to get a tink bag for these guys eventually. The monk is the first one that I actually, plopped the money down. Because without it, I was losing like 40 to 50 AC. Just carrying the items around that I had to have, like the shurikens, because I didn't have a summoned one. If I had any bandages whatsoever, I went through those really quickly. Those are a stone a piece for each stack of bandages you have. I mean, Shix knows more about it than I do. Is there a way that you can think of, Shix, that you could survive as a monk without a tink bag?
You can. It's just you just can't carry much.
Well, see, in High Hole Keep, you don't really have to worry about the weight that much. Once you start getting where your ability starts going red, you can just run down, flop in front of the banker, and put it all in there after you've sold off all the fines.
That's true. That's not too bad of an idea to be able to go down there. But I mean, as you get higher and higher level, situations arise where you're going to want a little bit extra leeway when it comes to having different weapons on you, such as like a tash stick or a good two-hander in case you're going to get something with a damage shield that nobody can dispel it.
Yeah, your best bet is the Shrylock packs, I think. Bang for your buck.
You can also get that lion hide pack. It's that basic thing.
Well, in the pack off of the
Troll in South Rana?
The guy in Soul B.
Oh, yeah, the 100% weight reduction, but it's a
20.
small.
Yeah, but it only holds small stuff. So.
And medium.
No, it's only small.
No, there's another one. Pack, pouch. Different. Pouch is like real small, and pack is like a medium.
Man, unless you can get the ones off the dragons. Any of the dragon packs are
Yeah,
gonna
if
be
you're raiding,
amazing.
you can get some of that stuff.
And you can save you a lot of money.
Roll out.
Guano? Yeah, I think it is guano. All right, let's
Yeah,
head over
guano,
to
yeah.
the Pier 1 and camp out there. What time is the raid starting?
I want to say 8:30 Eastern, so 7:30.
So like 2 hours from now is when you're going to start forming up?
Yeah, let me double check. Pretty sure.
Almost 5:30 now here on.
Yeah, 8:30 Eastern is Sky.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back in probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours right before the raid for Plane of Sky starts. If you guys want to check that out, last time we did that, it went till like 2 in the morning, so they're not short raids at all. And we got all the way to the very top island, and then we did a whole bunch of farming and things of that sort, so that should be a lot of fun. I didn't get the pool at all on my monk, but I doubt I will this time either, because they already have some really good poolers, and they don't really need me to do it. But hopefully at some point down the road, I will actually get to pool with my monk. I think that's going to be kind of fun. It's one of the main things I'm actually looking for. PS what?
I was just saying DPS for tonight. Well, unless they want you to. They had me take death touches last time, so that was not
Yeah.
fun.
No, I'm thinking it's probably just going to be DPS. And the one thing I'm kind of going after the most up there is getting that belt, that 41% haste. Would be really, really nice to get.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
Especially if I'm going to be taking my cloak off and selling that down the road. And hopefully getting the one from Plane of Mischief, if I can ever afford it, so we'll see.
Didn't you got your epic?
On my bunk? Yeah, I did get my epic. However, while the clicky on it is still really, really nice, the blam stick in Plane of Mischief has kind of made the epic not so great. Like, you still want it, but you're not going to be using it as an actual weapon. You're just going to be using the clicky and the stats, so kind of not happy about that, but at the same time, the blam stick is apparently awesome and does like more than 100 points of damage every time you hit. It's kind of hard to pass that up, so I'll have to get into Plane of Mischief, and they're dropping so easy. You said about 1 every 10 kills, 10% ratio.
They said something about 10%. Now, I haven't been in the groups yet, but...
And you can spawn them as fast as you want. You can literally have 1,000 rats just sitting there for you, pull one at a time, kill it, and you can have an entire raid force up there and get everybody their blam sticks and then leave. So that's it's a little insane. Some people have said the ratio is a little too high, and we talked to Talon P99, and he said unless you guys have actual documentation, they're going to keep it that way. So there's not really a big need to go in there and get it immediately. Doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, but it could if you find something. So if you guys ever see anything on that documentation, let them know. But as always, guys, definitely want to thank you all for watching. I know it was kind of short, but like I said, we'll be back tonight. I'm AC Gamer.
Shix.
Until later, guys. Have a wonderful day.
You off, then?